I really think the most important issue facing young people today is optimism, or the lack of it. My name is Ficklin. I'm a creative technologist. I'm also an interactive artist and a futurist. I feel like the loss of progressive thought and this optimistic sense that we can manifest our own destiny, we can take technology, and that we get to decide how it serves humanity, and that we have that role, and that we have that bright responsibility and future, and that we can do it playfully, we can do it fun, and we can do it in respect to the environment.
I think the most important issue facing our generation today is oligarchy, and it's causing a breakdown not just in our quality of life, but also in our ability to even reason together, because it's caused a breakdown in how we know things are true. I'm Cory Doctorow, and I write science fiction novels. I'm an activist with a nonprofit called the Electronic Frontier Foundation, and I'm one of the owners of a website called Boing Boing.
Cory Doctorow.
My thinking about the future of technology is that we don't have a future as a species unless we have a free, fair, open, equitable, pluralistic, democratic technology. Automation is really important. Automation is, I think, our future. But automation that is something that is done to us instead of for us or with us is a nightmare.
There's a number of issues, of course, that we should be diligent or aware of and working towards solutions for. Absolutely, climate change is one of the biggest issues we're facing. Things like, asteroid impacts as well. Hi, I'm Bobak Ferdowski. I'm a system engineer at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, and I work on the NICEAR mission, which is an Earth orbiting mission set to launch in 2022 to look at climate change. The largest thing that we can do is understand the environment that we are living in, understand what the impacts of what we're doing to it are. And of course, the general goal is to protect the Earth, protect the people on the Earth, and whether that be from ourselves in some cases, or whether it be from external forces like asteroids.
I think science fiction at its best changes the future. It changes the future both by warning us and by inspiring us.
It's given us this vision of what could be, right? So is it a prophecy or a warning? Or is it a vision?
One of the things that I really love about science fiction is it gives us this opportunity to explore a universe, and often there's intended to be a parallel between that and our universe. So it gives us this, in some cases, the optimism. It gives us a path to progress towards. In the case of Star Trek, you saw a number of technologies that inventors over the years tried to emulate that world. And some of the dystopian ones, it's a warning. If you leap forward 50, 60 years, it paints a picture for us to better understand what that might really look like. And then, of course, that's the way we absorb information through stories.
Open the pod bay doors, Hal.
I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
The thing that makes you optimistic is to believe that when things break, that we can fix them. That hope that you can make things better is the necessary but insufficient precondition for survival.
So right now, I think is the time for really good science fiction or really good vision work or futurism work to really kind of resonate this kind of future that we want, because it could happen really quickly. Let's invent technology that sequesters carbon. Let's begin terraforming. Let's decide what our world will look like and achieve it. Optimism is what our issue is.
You see so many new creative mediums coming out of technology right there. So I think the two are getting closer and closer together, that we are now at a point in technical problems, answering challenges with very creative solutions, and the creative space really using technology to enable things that weren't possible before.
I have a family, right? I have a daughter who is going to inherit the world that I leave behind. And it's not an option to be fatalistic about it. This is mine and your and everyone's solemn duty to try and find a way out of this.